I want to paint this in the framework of historically what has happened with Google in, let's say, the last 5 6 years. 6 years ago, 6 years ago, the time is amazing. It's 2018, which by the way feels like only 2 years ago. It's 2018, and you have the ability to open up a brand new Google business profile with relatively no verification needed. And so, savvy business owners decided I'm going to open up as many Google business profiles as I can and get online and get more visible. And so that's what happened. Google has this tension as well that Google is wanting to provide a phenomenal experience to their customers. And their customers are, you ready for it? It's us. And so, how do they provide a valuable experience for their customers? They do that by making sure that the results are great companies that are real, that are like tangible, that come up on the search results when we search something. Okay, so I want to paint that picture of the historical framework. You could open up a bunch of business profiles that are fake, and Google wants a great experience and therefore real companies coming up. So in the last 2 years, Google has started cracking down on these fake Google business profiles, rightly so. And so they've made it unbelievably hard for clients or for you guys, for me to go and just create a fake Google business profile. And it's for a reason. And the reason is they want a real profile. So you still have the ability to try to go and create a fake profile somewhere else. I highly advise against doing that. Here's what I want you to be thinking through. I use the word phantom location. I want you to be focused on creating a phantom location for your business. Now, what does phantom location means? It means solely that you're just not running trucks out of that location. You could, but you're not. And you could, but you don't need to. And this location is 100% a real location because it has to be in the eyes of Google. And it has to be a real location, real verification, a real desk, a real office, logos, the whole shebang. It's got to be real. The difference is you're just not running trucks out of there. And, Google doesn't need to know this, but you're going to have somebody work there maybe once a week. And maybe it falls down to a couple times a month. And maybe next thing you know, it's just an office that has a phone call and a logo and it's just a space. Google doesn't need to know that. They want to know that the location is real, the real office. That's why they do the video verification. They're starting to get down to like even getting proof in the LLC that an LLC is attached to this address. Like they are making sure you're not playing around. And that's what they're trying to do. And you can still win the game of creating a phantom location and not playing and not playing around. So also, if there's follow-up questions that come from this, please put it in, guys, so I can answer those. So come full 360, please advise and speak on the risk and reward. Here's the risk, and it's a big risk in my opinion. If you go and create a location that is a fake location, and I'm putting fake below phantom, it's a fake location. You don't really have an office. You don't really have a logo. There's no way for somebody to actually work there. Like it's just, fly by the seat of your pants type thing. And it is ultimately fake. Then I wouldn't do it because Google is going to suspend you very quickly. They're going to find out, get in, dig in, and go, you're not doing this the right way. We're going to suspend you. And God forbid, I would hate for you to be suspended and it also gets your other locations suspended because you're doing illegal things in the eyes of Google. When I say phantom location, we are doing a completely legal thing in the eyes of Google. We are just trying to figure out as business owners, how do we get the least amount of risk and the least amount of energy to go and create this location? But a phantom location has to be a real location. The people who are succeeding in this phantom location strategy, I just went out to Chicago and visited someone who has 3 locations. He operates out of 1 location, but has 3 locations in suburbs, and he's triple his sales that have come from Google, all because he's opened up these locations and gotten reviews. Each one of those locations, if you went to that office, you would see the logo, the office space. You would see everything you need to see to make it a real location. And so that right there is, in my opinion, exactly what you want to do. You don't want to go create the fake locations because they can suspend that location, then all this work is for nothing. And then on top of it, suspend your other location. It's possible. Now, real quick, it's possible. Here's a tip. Here's a ninja hack here. If you're going through this process, both on a real phantom location or you're trying to be a little bit riskier and try to get away with more riskier business, separate the business, the Google business profiles into separate emails because Google can't tie those emails together. And so if they suspend one email, they cannot tie that email or they cannot tie that account and that Google business profile to another email and suspend that one. And so we've had one client before, and the reason why I say this, we've had one client before that has done some shady stuff, and they had two Google business profile locations under one email account. And when one got suspended, the other one got suspended, and the other one was the moneymaker and it was their real location. So I say that to go, if you're doing everything by the books, you really shouldn't have to worry about it because it's real. And that's what a phantom location is, a real location. You just don't operate trucks out of there. And therefore, the cost of real locations ends up going higher because you've got to get a real location. You can't just have a buddy to get a piece of mail somewhere. You have to have this real. Google's going to ask for a video verification and go, show me the office, show me the workspace, show me the logo, show me walking into the office. And you've got to get that. But a hack to give a little bit less risk to you is to have separate accounts. Now, finally, if you're like, this is interesting, I have more questions. Number one, put them here. But if you have more questions, you want to do more investigation, two places I want to point you to on our website, and I'll go and I'll put it in the chat right here. Place number one is www.rotatedigital.com. What a weird name, Rotate Digital. Rotatedigital.com/blog. Okay. And we have a lot of blogs that go deep into this, like exact steps, things you need to consider. And it's all about Google business profiles right now. So if you go there, you can check those out. The other one is another great one that I can't remember. Tools. That's what it is. www.rotatedigital.com/tools. You'll put in your email. You know, I'm a marketer, got to get your email. You'll put in your email and your information, but in there are some tools. And one of the cool tools in there is a risk assessment of like what locations can you look at. At the very top is the best opportunity, the best, less riskiest Google business profile location you can like sign up. The downside is it is probably the most expensive. And then you go to another layer and we talk about the next type of location you can get and the risk and reward and what you need to be thinking about. And then lower and lower all the way down to like UPS boxes as the lowest thing that you want to do, something you don't even want to touch, but the risk and rewards and why to look at that. And so we go through all these different types of locations and the risk and reward on them. I think that would be helpful for you guys to look at. So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any, in this case, Landon, if you have any questions on that whole process of a Google business profile location and any follow-up questions, let me know. I know you reached out to me personally. If afterwards, if you're like, if you got a couple more questions, I'll have a little bit time later today, shoot me a message and I'll just give you a quick call. So happy to do that.